Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file, and the vector file does not match the trees. So if we take this and let me move this one out of the way and hit P, and then hit P. It's enlarged. I don't really understand where he got. I know where he got the file from, but I don't. So I did one real quick last night of just part of it, and I thought it was garbage, and it could use a little cleaning up. But he thought it was pretty good. He's going to cut it out and print it. So you can see the vector file that I did would be the cut file. So for the one I'm doing it for, first of all, see how big the boundary box is? And I'm going to take it and select it. If you don't select it, everything else will disappear. Go to your crop tool and crop out a bunch of the bounding box. Now, also take this, I don't know millimeters, but I'm going to make it quite a bit smaller. I'm just going to do a small portion of it. And if he likes it, he can do more himself. So what we're going to do is, now we're at 200. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 250 millimeters. And I'm going to make a duplicate and just move it over without moving. Well, you know what I want to do? I want to take this and crop out what I'm going to do. So I'd like to do just this area up in here. And you can see the colors. I mean, the tracing is almost impossible, but I wasn't happy with it, but he thought it looked pretty good. So we're going to crop. Now remember that I have it selected so it won't disappear. And I'm going to crop that out. Now we're at 70. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 80. And I'm going to make a duplicate of it and move it over, and another duplicate. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go and convert it to a bitmap. And evidently it's CMYK, so I'm going to just say OK. And then I'm going to go to bitmap and mode and go to grayscale. That to me is going to help. You can see the difference of the shades of color. Now I'm going to go to trace bitmap, outline trace, and I'm going to use low quality image. I normally use clip art. And if it doesn't take too long, hopefully, because it's so little. Now I could go and remove background full color, but I don't know if that'll even work. And I don't think it did anything. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to go up to object group and ungroup it. Well, you know what? I backed up so the trace fell apart. Let's try it. Let's see what happens when I do clip art. No, I think I like the low quality image. I don't normally do pictures like this. So trace bitmap, outline trace, low quality image. And I'm not going to take away the background because there's really no background. Now I'm going to nudge that over, and I'm going to go to object and group and ungroup the object. And then this would be painstakingly on that big picture, but if we go around the tree, and also what you can do before we start that, let's group it back together. Well, you know, in this case, it's not going to help. I'm going to still show you. I'm going to go to object group and group it back. And let's take the freehand pen tool, and let's go in here, and this might save us a little bit of time. Not really. I mean, if you're doing the whole picture, this would save you a lot of time. Then we'll go up here and maybe even take out that. And also he draws in here a thicker line than I like. We'll go back, go back to the freehand pick tool and connect the nodes. We're not quite there. So I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to join the nodes and make an object. Now I'm going to nudge that out of the way, and I'm going to fill it in with the color from the Smart Fill tool. Let's use, doesn't matter what color you pick. Let's do this light blue. And now I'm going to take away the outline and nudge it up and I'm going to go select them both, and I'm going to go to intersect. What that did, it took out a lot of that, well, this portion, and you'll see in just a second how that could help on the entire picture. I wouldn't suggest anybody really doing this, but it might help somebody. Go to object, group, and ungroup. And now we're just going to have to painstakingly take the pick tool and start deleting some of these spots. And just kind of watch to make sure you're not deleting too much. But delete these intersections of the branches. And I'm not going to get everything, but whoa, see, that's real big. So when I hit delete, it takes out too much. So we're going to have to not do that, but we'll do this part. And I'm just imagining what the tree looked like and the dark color, and just especially in the branches. It went too far. But just let's do this. And we can always, that's too many of the branches. We can always go back and add it. It's just kind of hard to tell, what is the tree. See that you can't go too much, or you can go too much. I'm going to call that might work. Then go through here and at the end, it'll be your picture. And what he's trying to do is print it after he gets everything done. That could be a branch, too much. So maybe this, no, that's that same spot. And you could, once again, painstakingly take your shape tool and, kind of move these nodes around and maybe select just those nodes and hit delete. Select that and hit delete. So then you've got this done. I'm going to take a rectangle, square. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to fill it in, but see all the other spots? So I'm going to nudge it over twice to get out of that line. And then I'm going to go in with you know what? Let's do this. I like doing it. Let's do this. Let's group it back together. Control G. And that way we only have to move it once. So I'm going to fill in the outside, fill in the inside branches. And what that's going to do when we intersect it, it's going to have that part be the tree. And then for the one I'm doing this for, it's going to take a lot of work. And I don't know if it's going to be worth it. But it might give somebody an idea in the future. So now we can hopefully grab our tree and move it out of the way. So there's our outline, and there's a lot in here we need to delete. Now take your Smart Fill tool. I'm going to set a different color just so you can see what it's going to do. And it made that. And now, because we've nudged, we can nudge it up to our picture. And we could select them both and go up to the intersect tool and select it. And look at that. Now there's still a lot of, look at all the garbage it took out. There's still a lot of work to be done. I mean, and so here we go with this. We can make another duplicate of it and go left click. Well, okay, here we have to take this and we're going to left click no fill, right click outline, make sure it's a hairline. And that's your cut pattern. So we just have to go and put it back on there. And then this is where you're going to take a lot of work. I mean, that might work for somebody. Who knows? I could have taken away a little bit more black in there between the limbs and especially taking this out. So let's take that out. That'll be a good little lesson. We'll use another tool. Somebody use the freehand pick tool or freehand tool, set on 100, and let's just kind of draw this. And I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. Now, turn that like a blue, take away the outline, grab everything, and this time, grab everything. This time we're going to use the trim tool. And see how I trimmed that out? And you could use that for a lot of parts of it. Here's another part that needs to be trimmed. So let's just do it real quick. Let's start right here. And see, this might even help you get rid of some of those jagged edges. And I'm not going to take a lot of time. But then you can just go, it's got to be solid. Let's fill it in with blue. Select it again and trim it. And look at that. We got rid of all that. So it can be done. You could still, now that you have this, you could get the smoothing tool. That's set on way too big. Let's go like 5. And you could grab it. Well, you could actually have to do it on your cut version, but we'd have to redo our cut version because of that. So we can do that. Let's see what it looks like. Draw a rectangle around it. Use the I love the Smart Fill tool. So I'm pretty sure I'm grouped together. Let's see if the tree will stay together. Yep. So let's just start over. And I would always delete stuff you're not going to use just so you won't run into a problem. Because it's a group, we can take the Smart Fill tool and fill all these voids in. And that's going to be intersected away. This will look totally different now that we have that other part done. I'm still not, I don't know anything about cutting and printing. Because you could smooth out your cut file. So now we can take the tree and move the tree out of the way and take another Smart Fill color. I don't normally change the color, but that way you can see what's happening. And look at that. Now you can nudge it over, and that is your cut file. Left click, right click, and make sure it's on a hairline if you're going to cut it. And then this, you could actually, use the smoothing like that right there. Even though it's a hairline, I'm working with something that's so small is the problem. But you could take your smoothing tool and you could grab that and see how it's smoothing it out. And then you could so this would be your cut file, and then you could put it back in there and let it be your because who's going to know, how you manipulate the tree? And to answer your second email for the one I'm doing it for, I don't know any way to make a gradient to fill in the trees. You need to make sure you're clicked on that. See that? And you almost need to do this if you're cutting it, because there's a bunch of things like that. That's not going to, you could do 2 things. That's not going to cut. So you could take this and move these out of the way. So you've got like a cleaner cut. And then go back to the smoothing tool. So we're going to do one more step. See, I'm just getting weight. And just go around and make sure there's no whoop-de-doos or... So I'm just going around the whole thing just real quickly. And this will help with your branches for sure. Like that. See how that branch is really jigged up? We got some zipper effect type deal. And if you keep see, like, okay, right there, that's a bad cut. So if we take the Smart Fill tool, it'll actually, the smoothing tool, it'll actually fix that. So go around the whole thing, and I'm going to call that good. Now what you can do, because this is one piece, you don't really have to fill it in, but you can take it now. Let's get rid of our rectangle. Let's take the whole thing and intersect it. And then that way, only the part that's fixed with the new cut line is going to be cutting. See how this is separated that a little bit? I'd actually separate a little bit more. But anyway, so for the one I'm doing it for, I truly hope that helped a little bit, but I don't really know. Thank you for watching.